AITA for making my unemployed daughter buy her sister sushi and ice cream. I have 3 daughters, Rose, 21, Sophie, 20, and Reagan, 16. This post is mostly about Rose and Sophie. Rose has a habit of stealing other people's food. I've told her it's rude, but everyone else brushes it off or thinks it's cute/funny, so she thinks it's okay and I'm just being strict. Sophie has issues with food. She's almost scared of unfamiliar foods and is very particular with where her food comes from. Sophie is also the only one of my children that is working right now. Sophie has been sick for about 3 weeks now. She caught the flu, stayed home for a little over a week, went back to work for 2 days, and got sick again. She already has a weakened immune system from an autoimmune disorder, and getting sick this second time is really rough on her. Sophie finally decided she wanted to eat something yesterday and asked us for a sushi roll from her favorite place, about 12 miles from our house. My husband, Rose, and I were already in the area, so we decided to get food for the whole family. Everyone got 2 rolls, except for Sophie, who can't eat 2 when she isn't sick. Rose said she wanted to eat her sushi in the car, so we didn't think anything of it when we heard the container open. When we got home we took out the sushi and both of Rose's rolls were there, but half of Sophie's roll was gone. I told Rose again that she was extremely rude and she brushed it off, saying Sophie never finishes her food anyways. I offered Sophie some of Rose's food, but she wouldn't eat it, so I took Rose's sushi and told her she wasn't getting it back until she went back to that sushi place and bought Sophie another roll. She argued because her car only gets about 14 miles per gallon, so she'd be spending at least $20 between the sushi and the gas, but I told her that's what she gets for eating her sister's food. She came back almost an hour later with Sophie's food, so I have her the sushi. Then after dinner Sophie went into the freezer looking for her favorite ice cream. She bought it for herself and the brand she likes is fairly expensive. It was gone and she asked who ate it, and Rose shrugged her off, saying there was other ice cream in the freezer. I again told Rose that she had to go to the grocery store and buy her sister a new ice cream, another $10. She complained about not having any gas. I told her that's great because the grocery store is only 1.5 miles away and there's a gas station right next to it. She bought the ice cream but was complaining about how unfair I'm being, making her pay full price when she only ate half, especially when Sophie has a job and she doesn't. My husband agrees that I'm being unfair and that that's just how Rose is, but I think she ate the food that isn't hers, so she should replace it. AITA. Fisrit reply. Being a princess is adorable when you're 6. Being a princess when you're 20 is obnoxious. Good on you for enforcing consequences. Perhaps a family conference is in order to discuss adult behavior and mutual respect is in order. Second reply. NTA, you're being a parent and holding her accountable for her actions. However, you have a much bigger problem with Rose, your husband and your family. They're enabling her shitty behavior. Like, does she go out with friends/boyfriend and just chow down on their food as well as her own? Like, it's okay to ask someone to try their food, but not just eat it without permission. If she moves out in the future, lives with friends/goes to college, then she needs to understand boundaries. I'm sure this issue doesn't just revolve around food. I bet if you talk to your other kids, she probably takes stuff from their room etc., and just views everything as a free-for-all. Talk to your husband and explain the bigger picture. It's not just this isolated incident. You both need to be on the same page. Show him this post as everyone agrees that Rose's behavior is not acceptable. Then speak to your wider family. They need to start calling Rose out. Check in with your other kids and make sure you understand if anything else is going on that you need to address. Enforce boundaries with Rose and push her to get a job if you're not already doing this. Maybe some responsibility will do her good.